Here we are. Welcome to my first recording of a M11 Draft. This is the Swiss format. We open a destructive force. Challenge with destructive force is building a deck around it. And that's 7 casting cost. Other cards in the pack are the Pyromancer, the Rise from the Grave, the Assault Griffin. Other things to consider might be the Berserker and the Harbor Serpent, but we're not going to consider those. And I think I'm going to go with either the Pyromancer or the Assault Griffin, and I really like the Assault Griffin. Well, yeah, Rise from the Grave. I'm gonna go with the Pyromancer. And there's no red in this pack. No removal. So what am I looking at here? A couple of green cards. We've got for C, Nightwing Shade is expensive, but it can really build. Rocky, I've played with that a few times and I'm not very happy with it. So I'm gonna look at either the for C or the Nightwing Shade, and I think I'm gonna go with the for C. That card advantage is just killer. These are some weak packs, and I get nothing. Phantom Beast is okay. Fiery Hellhound is okay. Stormfront Pegasus is great. Sign in Blood is okay. I'm not looking at these artifacts. I'm not going to take a Phantom Beast necessarily if we want Phantom Beasts. We stick in our color. I've seen Fiery Hellhounds go in the 13th pick before. Or do I go into white or black? I actually think I'm going to go with the Stormfront here and keep our options open. Well, these have been some weak packs. Some people seem to like Gargoyle Sentinel, but I'm not such a big fan. I really like Fire Servant, although it appears that I think this card seems better than it actually is. I'm not taking Palace Guard, that's all I'm offering. I'm not going to take Preordain necessarily, not over a Fire Servant. And I don't like Gargoyle Sentinel. Some people like it. It's just expensive. For a 3/3 flyer, you gotta pay 3 every turn. So a Fire Servant it is. Red, white. What do we think of red, white? So the cards here I'm looking at are Cancel or the Stormfront Pegasus. Or I guess I could also consider Preordain or Fiery Hellhound, but I like Cancel more than I like Preordain, so if we're going to go blue, then I'm sticking with the Cancel. But I really like these Stormfront Pegasuses. Maybe we can splash that for C. I really like red, white. Red, white's got the flyers and some killer removal. What's our curve right now? Curve is nice and low right now. You got like beautiful looking curve here. I'm going to take the Stormfront Pegasus and we'll end up in red, white. Well, got another Fire Servant. I played a draft with dual Fire Servants before, and the challenge is you end up with both of those in your hand, you get them out, and people know what's coming and they kill them. I mean, if they don't, you win for sure, because this is a Lava Axe. A single Lava Axe is going to kill somebody off of that, but I actually like the Wild Griffin more. Keep that curve low. Pounding with those flyers. Cost and cast is just too high. Not with the Wild Griffin on the table. We have Cloud Crusader. Just a nice 4-drop. Berserker's a Blood Rage. Berserker Blood Rage is a weak 4/4. There's several other 4/4s in the format that don't have a crappy ability. Thunderstrike is okay, but I'm definitely not taking it over Cloud Crusader. I like Thunderstrike because it can take out a pretty big dude. And flying is nice, but not over Cloud Crusader. Not over this guy. And we're back to the beginning. So far I don't have any... I think... So the choice here is really only between Manic Vandal and Excommunicate. I like Excommunicate. Excommunicate can deal with counters, it can deal with enchantments, it can deal with... I don't have any removal yet, and I'm sure I'll be able to get another Manic Vandal if I want one. And there's also that white spell, the... My Volshock comes back around, the Volshock that I was looking at, and that Destructive Force is gone. So, a nice 4-drop here, Volshock Berserker. Another Excommunicate. I'm gonna take this Siege Mastodon here. And that Nightwing Shade came around. People do not like the Nightwing Shade. It's because they're dead by the time they get it out. Who knows, I might be able to combo this with some crappy cards if... here it is, the Solemn Offering. I'm not playing a Johnny's Mantra. And the Solemn Offering is a sideboard. And I'm not sure about that for C. I played against the guy who played Primal Cocoon. It's awful. I might actually play this infantry veteran. It can really... an infantry veteran can really add to an offense. Alright, come on, Titan. Red or white one? Yeah! Whew. Well, really, there's no choice here. What is the value of an Inferno Titan? Got 8 tickets here. Yeah, well, it's clear which one we're taking, but... what else? The Shiv's Embrace, that's not coming back. This pacifism's not coming back. On the way around, maybe we'll get the Demolish or the Mighty Elite. This Water Servant is not coming back, but we're not going to be in blue anyway. We're going to be in red. We're solidly in red. So we pass in the Spectre. Mind Rod, I'm not happy to see any of those. Well, if we can get this onto the battlefield, that is that. Well, there's only 2 cards in our colors. All this Mind Control. Mind Control. Be able to deal with Mind Control with Excommunicate, and there's a good chance this Excommunicate's gonna wheel. Mind Control, I really, really wish that I could get that in, but we're definitely in red, and we're definitely in white, so I'm gonna have to skip over it. And I'm gonna want to make sure that I pick up another Excommunicate at some point, because I don't want my Inferno Titan being mind controlled. Wow, this guy is... I've never played with a Titan before. I've never played with a Titan in a draft, and those guys are just brutal. This Whisper Soul Cloak is going to be great on a Siege Mastodon, or a Fire Servant, or a Volshock Berserker. And we get a Shiv's Embrace, and a Wild Griffin. Shiv's Embrace is nice if you get it out there, but I hate being 2 for 1. I mean, it's awful. It's also an Assassinate. There's some... To my left, there are some, not any black players. They must be in green. There must be a bunch of guys in green, because there's a Gravedigger here as well. So it's between the Wild Griffin, which I already have one of, the Shiv's Embrace, which I could stick on Berserker or a Macedon or a Fire Servant or an infantry veteran. I don't like getting 2 for 1. I really like the Wild Griffin on turn 3, especially with the Stormfront Pegasus. We're already going to have Fire Breathing. I'm going to ship the Shiv's Embrace. Not sure if that was the right decision or not. Pyroclasm. All of these guys are 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of my 11 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. And 4 of them. 4 of them are. Well, if I lose all of my, I can slow roll it. I mean, I'm not taking a Lava Axe. Demolish. I mean, I can sideboard a Demolish, be able to pick up a Demolish wherever I want. The only other card, even when you hear it, that's even sort of worth considering is the Banshee, but I'm going to take the Pyroclasm because I don't want anybody else to be using that on me. I'm not taking an Arc Runner. This is a slightly cheaper Lava Axe that doesn't get through. It gets trumped by Sylvan Rangers. Well, I think that I will be playing. I think the pick here is Volcanic Strength for the. I've already got 15 playables. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 playables, and I'm only on pick 4 in this pack. Yeah, the Volcanic Strength it is. That Van Grandel I was looking for. Now I've got the Whisper Silk Cloak, what I do not want. And I think I like these Solemn Offerings a lot more than I like Manic Vandals. Okay, it's hard to sell. Is this worth anything? Oh, maybe I should Terramorphic Expanse so I can get that for C in there. Yeah, that's the choice here. The Terramorphic Expanse. I forgot about that for C. If I could pick up another one, then that'll solve all my mana problems. Yeah, that's the choice here. No cards in our colors. Here's a Cloud Elemental. Not gonna be happy if my Wild Griffin bumps up against that guy. And who knows? We get enough Terramorphic, we get another Terramorphic Expanse or 2, and we might play him. We're definitely not playing Cancel. Gonna hide that. Another Berserker. I'm not playing that Phantom Beast. I don't like Ice Cage. Every time I have an Ice Cage on something, I'm just waiting until these counters. I'm gonna go with the Berserker. I hate seeing Mind Rot. I hate Mind Rot. I don't like Mighty Leap on offense. Just doesn't get enough damage through. Mighty Leap on an Inferno Titan would be sick though. I'm gonna take the Mind Drop because I'm not playing a Mighty Leap. None of these 5 cards are playable. Well, maybe Disinterment is, but none of these other ones are. I'm not, no. There's my Demolish and my sideboard. Naturalize. Obviously nobody's playing the Tome Scour deck. Drad's Favor. Well, so I've got 19 playables. Now this is a pack. I think every single card in here is, well, no. Volcanic Keys.